What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get started with this week's episode of WWE's Biggest Issue, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we are now 234 subs away from hitting 500 subs. And who knows? Maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the year. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, excuse me, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a Piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set. But with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 70% of you guys are watching the content, excuse me, but you guys are not even subscribed, and to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this. What are you guys' honest thoughts on the men's and women's Crown Jewel Championships? Let me know down in the comments below. And since we are on the topic of Crown Jewel, it seems as if members of the WWE Universe are under the impression that Crown Jewel could be a failure. But the question is, why? Well, there's a lot to talk about. So we are gonna get straight into it. So obviously we know that over the last couple of years or so, WWE rather the last 4 years now, 4 or 5 years now, WWE has been granted permission by the Saudi government to actually host women's matches in both of their Saudi shows, which they host twice a year, with one of them obviously being Crown Jewel. And one of the very first female matches that we had was, I believe, Lacey Evans and Natalya. Funny enough, I think Natalya had won that matchup. But since then, yes, there have been quite a few incredible matches in women's wrestling, at Crown Jewel, and in the spring, Saudi shows, matches like Bayley versus Bianca Belair, or what's another good one? Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and Bianca Belair in a in a triple threat for the SmackDown for the then SmackDown Women's title. There's been quite a few. There's been quite a few, but this might just be one of the worst cards we've had thus far. And I say that because usually we always get one or both world titles defended at Crown Jewel. The same thing with the women's titles. This time, that ain't the case, because apparently the World Heavyweight Champion and the WWE Champion will go at it for the men's Crown Jewel title, and then of course the Women's World Champion, which is obviously Liv Morgan, and the WWE Women's Champion, which as of right now is obviously Nia Jax, are going to be facing each other for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. And I find it crazy because this is what the title looks like. I'm actually going to look it up. Crown Jewel. Here we are. Nope, that ain't it. I need something else. I need something else. Let's see. Crown Jewel Championship. Let's see. Let's see here. Give me a second, guys. Here we are. Crown Jewel Championship. Let's see if I can find a pretty good photo of what it looks like. Give me a second. Well, I guess not. I guess I really can't find anything good. I can't find what the title looks like. But if you guys saw Bad Blood, then you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. Here's a photo. That apparently some guy off of Etsy, some guy is selling a replica version on Etsy, but this is what the title looks like. Which that right there is just for the men. Is for the men. For the women, I think it's supposed to be white. The leather, I think, is supposed to be white, I believe. But I find it pretty crazy. That WWE is doing this because we already have like so many championships already in WWE. We've got the World Heavyweight title. We got the WWE title, the Women's World title, the WWE Women's title, the World Tag Team titles, the WWE Tag Team titles, the WWE Women's Tag Team titles, the Men's Speed title, the Women's Speed title, the NXT title, the NXT Women's title, the North American Championship, the Women's North American title, the NXT Tag Team titles, and then we also have as well the NXT Heritage Cup, and not only that, we also have the US title and the IC title as well. So that's 17 championships that we have currently in WWE. These two make it 19, almost 20 championships already. I really don't see the point of having a Crown Jewel championship, especially when it's only going to be defended like once a year, which I don't really get, honestly. But this is where things get really, really interesting, because I believe I believe they made it a rule that whoever wins the title, whoever wins the title has to defend it at the next Crown Jewel PLE, which is supposed to be like, I think it's supposed to be like in early November, if I remember if I remember right. Give me a second. Uh, Crown Jewel. Let's see. Let's see. November 2nd, so it's actually not that far off. We're literally it's actually not that far off. We're actually like maybe a couple weeks away from Crown Jewel. So right now the card itself is pretty fucking lackluster. I mean we got the men's and the women's Crown Jewel championship matches, and that's pretty much it. That's literally like that's it. And so I'm thinking, and so I'm right now under the impression that we might get the women's tag team titles defended at Crown Jewel. We might even end up seeing I don't know, perhaps the U.S. title get defended, which is pretty much bound to happen. Honestly, I know that Randy Orton has been clamoring for a match with Kevin Owens, at Crown Jewel after what happened at Bad Blood. Um, I don't know. This is gonna be a bit of a strange one because over the years, WWE has done some pretty cool things when it comes to their shows in Saudi, and and it's weird. It's weird because with with um with um with King and Queen of the Ring, the card was pretty stacked, honestly. I mean, it was pretty fucking stacked. I mean you had Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch for the women's world title. You had Sami Zayn against Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. You had both the finals of the Queen and King of the Ring tournaments, and then Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes for the for the for the the WWE title. And then of course last year's Crown Jewel was honestly pretty insane. The main event was obviously Roman Reigns versus LA Knight for said WWE title. So the Saudi shows have been incredible. Don't get me wrong, but this might just be probably one of the most rushed PLEs that we've had thus far. Halloween Havoc might just end up being the same way, and it's gonna get to a point where the matches that are gonna be on the card for Crown Jewel, they're gonna feel like they're more suited to be on Raw or SmackDown. So if I was Adam Pearce, in terms of the world tag team titles, whoever wins the tournament, have them go to Crown Jewel and face Balor and McDonough for said tag team titles. And it's the same thing for the WWE tag team titles. the Bloodline obviously are looking for new challengers. Right now we have right now I so right now it's DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns, which that one's gonna be a hell of a match this coming Friday. But I don't know. I don't know. I think we might get both tag title matches at Crown Jewel, which I doubt, but it's very possible. But I feel like it's gonna be rushed, and it's gonna end up a failure to where a lot of fans might not watch Crown Jewel, and the fallout is just gonna be horrible. It's gonna be absolutely horrible, and the fans are just gonna be like, what was the point? They'll look at they'll look at the card, they'll watch the PLE, and they'll just be like, can we like get our money back or something? They'll probably clamor on social media for a fucking refund or something, which it can happen, because I know that with the Raw, what was it, the Raw 25th anniversary show that they did, they hosted it now not only inside the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, but also inside the Manhattan Center in downtown New York City. And those who were inside the Manhattan Center were chanting that they wanted a refund, where as opposed to the ones that were in Brooklyn, they were pretty much doing the same thing, but they were the ones that got the chance to see Stone Cold Steve Austin live and in living color, which was pretty insane. So that show 100% was indeed rushed. I have a feeling that this year's Crown Jewel, it's not going to be pretty. I think this might be one of the most underwhelming cards we've had thus far, and I think WWE should definitely fix it to where they give it that to where they have no choice but to give it that WrestleMania feel, And if they don't do that with this year's Crown Jewel, it's gonna feel like just any ordinary episode of Raw or SmackDown, for that matter. And Halloween Havoc is pretty much the same way, considering the fact that literally it's this Saturday. This Saturday is Halloween Havoc, and it's gonna be very interesting, to say the very least. October 27th, I think that is this Saturday. Oh, it's this Sunday. Okay. Oh, okay. It's this Sunday. I thought it was Saturday. So this Sunday is NXT Halloween Havoc, and we're gonna be in for a very weird couple of weeks, in my opinion. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like both cards are gonna be too rushed, and it's just not gonna have that WrestleMania feel, or that stand and deliver feel, So, but I want your guys' opinion. Let me know down in the comments below, and that'll do it for this week's episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.